I guarantee that there is going to be at least one person that clicks on this video, does not even watch the first 10 seconds of it. They're just going to go to the comment section and instantly comment that Gorilla Tag is the worst game ever, it sucks, nobody plays it anymore, quit YouTube or something like that, without even watching 30 seconds of this video. But how do I know that? Well, for the past 5 months, I've been putting a ton of research in, hours every single day, onto the hate that Gorilla Tag has been getting. And the game is getting way too much hate, a lot more than it should. I don't think the game should be getting any hate in my personal opinion, and the data that I've gathered is absolutely unbelievable. For example, did you know that 85% of the people that hate on this game have never touched the game, let alone ever touched a VR headset in their entire life? Speaking of that, did you know that 63% of the people that hate on Gorilla Tag and actually play the game make videos about it? And in their videos, they claim that they love it, meaning that they're spreading negativity, and even then, lying about their opinions. Now, before I go any further into this video, I'm not trying to present hate on anybody at all. You guys have your own opinions. If you don't like Gorilla Tag, that's fine. That's your opinion. Other people love this game to death, and some prefer to never play it again. All I ask is that if you're going to share your opinions in the comment section, please be respectful about it. A lot of people say that I delete comments that hate on Gorilla Tag because I'm scared about the truth that the game is dying. I'm not scared about the truth at all. The game is not dying, it's doing better than it ever has. The reason I delete your comments is because it's spreading negativity to not just the game, but other people, and I don't want that in my comment section. I do not want anybody to feel disrespected whatsoever. I want my channel to feel like a welcoming, nice place. So if I delete your comment, it's not because I'm afraid of you, it's because I'm afraid of the impact that you'll make on others. And I'm saying that with the utmost amount of respect. But now with that being out of the way, I'm going to break this video down into a bunch of different categories that you can see here, and I'm going to be talking about each and every single one of these categories, all 3 of them, and talking about why they are completely wrong and they just don't make sense. Starting with the first one, which is the community's opinion. Currently, the Gorilla Tag community thinks that this game is dying because of 3 main reasons: cheaters, toxic players, and decisions made by the company that people do not necessarily enjoy. And of course some other reasons which I'll bring up later. But there is one factor that those people are not taking into consideration. Let's talk about Fortnite for a second. There's cheaters, there's people in there that are toxic, and there are decisions made by the company, in this case Epic Games, that people do not necessarily enjoy. Exactly like Gorilla Tag. Gorilla Tag is going through every single other issue that every single other multiplayer game has gone through at least one point. But people are treating Gorilla Tag as if it's the only multiplayer game with problems. These problems being toxic players, cheaters, and decisions and all that kind of stuff. It's almost like as if Gorilla Tag is the only multiplayer game that actually exists, and Fortnite, Call of Duty, and I don't know, other games like Roblox just don't exist. You can't treat a multiplayer game like it's the only multiplayer game with problems, because every other multiplayer game suffers the same problems, even if it's not a VR game. But now, quickly, I just want to go a little bit more in depth and give you guys some solutions to the problems that I just mentioned, starting with toxic players. Toxic players are a given in any multiplayer game. There's no way that we can stop them. They're always going to be a thing. If you see a toxic player in your lobby, report them, mute them, and ignore them. I've said this hundreds of times in the Gorilla Tag Discord server and to other people like AA creators and just in public lobbies in general. Report, mute, ignore. That's simple. If they really are bothering you, leave the lobby and go to a different one. Trust me, they'll get reported enough. And yes, reports do actually make an impact. I do not know why people are saying reports don't do anything. They make an impact. If you report somebody, it will be seen. And who knows, your report might be the one that finally gets them what they deserve. Next topic, cheaters. Any multiplayer game that is PC VR, or just PC in general, is going to have cheaters. Fortnite has them, Call of Duty has them, Roblox has them, and no matter how good the anti-cheat is, because all of these games have it, there are still modders. Anti-cheat is not going to be able to stop everything. People know how to work around it. That's just the truth. Same thing with cheaters and toxic players. Report them, mute them, ignore them. And if they really bother you, leave the lobby. Your report will make an impact, like I said. I cannot stress this enough. Reports make an impact. They are not useless. The button is not decoration. It is a tool. But now let's go into the final aspect of this, in my opinion, the most important one. Decisions made by another axiom. We have stuff like VIM, map revamps, cluttering, all of which is going to be fixed on September 4th. Yes, they are working on it. The reason Another Axiom is making all of these decisions is not because the game is dying, it's because in order for a game to stay fun, there has to be new things added to it to make it entertaining and fun to hop on and see what's new, even if it's just a couple cosmetics. I don't know why people are saying that cosmetics are boring now, because back then, really every single update was just new cosmetics and decorations, and that's really the same way that it is now. I don't get why people are so upset about it. If anything, them giving us live events and cool memberships and stuff was their way of giving us more stuff to interact with instead of just doing cosmetics like they used to every single update and maybe a new map every, few months or so. The point being is that the decisions made by Another Axiom are there because they have to keep the game up somehow, meaning that they're going to have to add new ways to fund the game and all that kind of stuff. Another Axiom is working as hard as they can, okay? They are a very expensive company, and just because your suggestion is not put in the game does not mean that it's not seen. Not only that, but they're working on 4 different games right now. Gorilla Tag, Orion Drift, Monkey Mayhem, Gorilla Tag Contagion, all that kind of stuff. But all the promises that they made, such as more open access with VIM, decluttering, all that kind of stuff, is going to be coming out September 4th. Everything here is a work in progress. They're taking their time on stuff. They're not going to just throw something in the game, code it one time, and not fix it. They're going to do what they can. The point being is give them time. It's a very small team, and they can only work so fast. Now let's move on to the next category, the player count. Just because the player count is lower than it was in the so-called peak years of Gorilla Tag does not influence the game's success. Gorilla Tag still averages 150 to 225,000 unique logons every single day, which is very similar, if not the exact same, to the so-called peak years of Gorilla Tag, and yes, this is verified information. Going into a game and seeing that the player count is a little bit lower does not mean the game is dying. It's almost like if you're meeting a friend somewhere and he's a couple minutes late, so you instantly assume that he hates you. It doesn't make sense. That number does not influence the game's success. That is the only number that we are able to see as players. It does not tell us anything about what Another Axiom sees behind the scenes. Not to mention, less than 4 months ago, Gorilla Tag broke a world record for the most concurrent players in a VR game with 126,000 people online at the same time. And yes, haters, that was in the big 2.6. Point being is that the player count does not influence a game's success. You cannot look at one number and instantly assume all the other numbers. And now let's look into the final category, content. Gorilla Tag obviously has been posting a lot of slop content lately. Sub farms, which I'm not going to lie, I am guilty of. I did a few of them, but thankfully I did not gain anything from them. Matter of fact, I've noticed a lot of Gorilla Tag content creators, obviously I'm not saying names, that have just completely switched over to sub-farming content, which is centered towards kids. And it's working because obviously we know that Gorilla Tag is a game that is centered around kids. After all, it's our main audience as Gorilla Tag content creators. But people are blaming Gorilla Tag and Another Axiom themselves for slop content. Do you think it was their choice? It was the content creator's choice to make that type of content. When I did sub-farms, I decided to do it. Gorilla Tag did not decide and tell me to do it. I did. And I took the blame for it, and I apologized. And since then, I stopped doing them. And I haven't done another one since, and I don't plan on it. If you want to fix Gorilla Tag content, go and make what you think is awesome content, because I know you can do it. And that's what I'm doing now. I'm making challenge videos, inspirational videos, competitive videos, everything that you can imagine that makes this game look fun, entertaining, intense, all that good stuff. Stop blaming Another Axiom for everything that's going on. We did this to Gorilla Tag. We are cheaters. We are toxic people. We ruined the community. Another Axiom did not. Stop blaming them. They are doing everything they can to help us, to fix this game. They are working very closely with Lemming right now, and they are asking Lemming, how did you want Gorilla Tag to feel when you first made it? And that's what they're working off of right now. Please stop blaming Another Axiom. It's not them. It's us. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope that you guys found this video somewhat comforting and helpful about the current state of Gorilla Tag. I've said this before and I'll say it again. I've been playing this game for 5, almost 6 years now, and if anybody knows anything about this game, it would be me. I've seen it from the moment it was born to the way it is now. Again, thank you guys for watching this video. Go play Gorilla Tag, go have fun, and I hope to see some of you guys in game.